Welcome to Module 3 of the 100 Success Academy virtual training program for mentees, Health and Wellness. So far, you've learned about two of the key pillars of the 100 Black Men of America Incorporated, mentoring and education. Now let's focus on the area of health and wellness. In this module, you will learn how important your health and wellness are to your success. Let's follow the conversation between a doctor and his young patient, James.
Good morning, James. What brings you to my office today?
Well, I don't think it's a big deal, but my mom wanted me to see you today. Lately, I've been just feeling really tired, and I'm having trouble concentrating on schoolwork.
Tell me on a typical day, what are your eating and exercise habits?
I make sure to eat 3 healthy meals every day. Breakfast is usually egg and sausage with hash browns. For lunch, I usually grab a hamburger or hot dog with fries. Oh, and I work part-time at the mall. So for dinner, I usually grab something at the food court. I don't really do too much exercise. Between school and work, I just don't have the time. Plus, we don't have the money for a gym membership.
James, why in the world do you think that is eating healthy? Where are the fruits and vegetables? I'm looking at your test results here, and it shows that your blood pressure and sugar levels are fairly high. This puts you at risk for diabetes and heart disease.
Diabetes? Heart disease? What can I do?
Listen, don't worry. There are plenty of things you can do to fix this and get your energy back. But this will mean making some big changes. You need to eat healthy and include fruits and vegetables in your diet. You also need to start exercising. Not having access to a gym is no excuse to get started.
Well, I think I can do that, but I may need some help with the diet. Can you teach me a little bit more about eating healthy?
Nutrition Basics. Read it before you eat it. Eating healthy foods is incredibly important. Foods with lots of nutrients will help you feel great, keep your mind sharp, and your body healthy. Also, eating healthy can help your body grow and develop properly. Your body needs many nutrients such as calcium and iron to build strong bones and develop healthy organs. Healthy foods can lower your risk of developing serious diseases such as cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. We'll discuss some of these illnesses later. Eating foods rich in nutrients can help your brain and body function well. Research studies have found that people need specific nutrients in food, such as iron, to aid in processing thoughts and information. Athletic performance also improves when your body has all the nutrients it needs. So, how exactly do you eat healthy? Eating healthy. The basics. Fruits and vegetables. Eat plenty of fruits and vegetables. These foods are loaded with the vitamins and minerals you need to be healthy. Fruits and vegetables are high in potassium, which helps keep your blood pressure at a healthy level. Contain vitamin C, which helps your body repair skin and other tissues. Contain fiber, which helps your body remove waste. The U.S. Department of Agriculture recommends that every time you eat, you fill half your plate with a mixture of fruits and vegetables. Just make sure they're not covered in oils, butter, sugar, dressings, or other fattening sauces. Choose fruits and vegetables that are fresh or frozen rather than canned because they contain more nutrients. Also, eat different fruits and vegetables each day so you get a variety of nutrients. Grains. Grains can be rice, bread, oatmeal, grits, and pasta. Whole grains are much healthier than refined grains. When a grain is refined, it goes through a process that removes much of the fiber, minerals, and vitamins your body needs to be healthy. Since grains have fiber, they help you feel full longer, which can help you maintain a healthy weight. Eat grains like brown rice, whole wheat bread, whole wheat pasta, and whole oats. When serving yourself a meal, about 1/4 of your plate should include whole grains. Protein. Proteins include meat, poultry, eggs, beans and peas, pasta, nuts, seeds, and processed soy products such as tofu. Some of these protein sources are healthier than others. If you eat meat, try to choose leaner cuts. These cuts of meat contain less fat. The fattened meat is saturated and is bad for your heart. The white meat of poultry, like the breast, is leaner than dark meat, like the thighs. Avoid processed meats, such as hot dogs, salami, and bologna. These meats include added salt and chemicals, such as nitrates, that may increase your risk of cancer and heart disease. Remember that white meat is not lean if it is breaded like in some wings, chicken fingers, and chicken fried steak. There are many healthy fish and seafood choices, such as catfish, anchovies, halibut, salmon, sardines, and tuna. These fish contain healthy fats and are leaner than many cuts of meat. Limit how much shellfish you eat. Shellfish contains higher amounts of unhealthy cholesterol, which also isn't good for your heart. Beans and peas are great protein sources since they're high in vitamins and fiber. Unsalted nuts, nut butters, and seeds are also good choices in smaller portions. About 1/4 of your plate should include a protein. Dairy. Healthy dairy products include low-fat or non-fat cheeses, milk, yogurt, frozen yogurt, and calcium-fortified soy milk. You should eat or drink 3 servings of non-fat or low-fat dairy products daily. Dairy products are high in calcium, which helps you build strong bones. You especially need calcium between the ages of 9 and 18 because your bones are still developing. Dairy foods are also fortified with vitamin D, which helps your body absorb calcium. Fats. Eating unhealthy fats can lead to high blood pressure, heart disease, strokes, and some types of cancers. Avoid adding fats like butter, cheese sauce, and sour cream to otherwise healthy foods. However, you do need some fat in your diet to absorb nutrients. Some types of fats are healthier than others, such as olive oil, canola oil, sunflower oil, and corn oil. Solid fats like butter, margarine, shortening, and animal fats are unhealthy fats. Healthy fats contain less saturated fat and won't raise your blood cholesterol levels. Breakfast. Start your day with a good breakfast, including healthy protein, whole grains, and dairy. Students who eat breakfast often have higher test scores and have an easier time paying attention in class. Skipping breakfast can cause headaches, stomach aches, and make problem solving in school difficult. For more information on eating healthy, including specific recommendations based on your age and physical activity, please visit choosemyplate.gov.
Success.
Fill your plate to be great. What are the healthiest proteins to put on your plate? Great job! This is a great example of a healthy meal that is low in fat, salt, sugar, and calories. Remember, fill your plate to be great. Reading food labels. So how do you find out what foods contain which vitamins, minerals, and the amount of sugar, fat, and sodium? Well, check the labels on their packages. Almost all foods purchased at the store will have a nutrition facts label. The top of a nutrition facts label will display the serving food size of the packaged food. For example, a single serving size for crackers might be 4 crackers. A serving size for orange juice might be 1 cup or 8 ounces. It is important to look at the nutrition facts label to calculate the nutritional value of what you eat. The label will also show how many calories are in each serving size. A calorie is a measurement for how much energy food gives us. All of us need a specific number of calories every day to give us the energy to be active and keep our bodies healthy. Eating too few calories won't give us the daily energy we need, and it also hinders our bodies from growing and healing properly. On the flip side, eating too many calories will produce an excess of energy. The energy not used by our bodies is then converted to fat, which can put you at risk for disease. The nutrition facts label also shows how much fat is in each serving. The label displays the individual amounts of saturated and trans fats, and the total overall fat content per serving. Remember, saturated and trans fats can increase your risk for heart disease, so you choose food that have little or none of these fats. One other important thing to check is the nutritional daily value percentage per serving size. For example, this food has 4% of the daily value for vitamin C and 30% of the daily value for calcium. This food has high levels of calcium and vitamin D, and some vitamin A and C. A daily nutrient value percentage of 5 or less is considered being of low value. A percentage value of 20 or more is considered being of high value. Eat plenty of foods that are high in vitamin A, vitamin C, calcium, and iron. These nutrients are not only good for you, but can help you stay healthy, protecting you from diseases. This food has very little nutrients and is high in fat. Keep this in mind, These percentages are based on a 2,000 calorie diet. Your caloric needs may be higher or lower depending on your age and physical activity. Consequently, your personal daily values of nutrients, fats, and so on may be different depending on your daily caloric needs. Take a moment to explore the ChooseMyPlate.gov page on the daily recommended calorie chart provided by the United States Department of Agriculture. According to the daily recommended calorie chart, should you eat more than 2,000 calories a day or less than 2,000 calories a day? If you are 8 years old or younger, you should eat less than 2,000 calories a day. That means if a nutritional label says a food has 100% of your total daily value, you are actually getting a little bit more of that nutrient than needed for the day. If you are older than 8, and depending on your physical activity, you should eat more than 2,000 calories a day. If a nutritional label says a food has 100% of your total daily value, you still need just a bit more of that nutrient for the day. Fast food restaurants are everywhere, and having food so easily available and fast makes it easy to grab something on the go. But there is a reason why it is called junk food. Fast food meals are often high in sodium, fat, and food additives that can be bad for your health. For example, some fast food companies add chemicals or unhealthy ingredients to their foods. By preparing the same meal at home, you can control your ingredients by checking food labels and controlling how much oil, salt, and sugar is added to your food. Earlier in this module, we defined what calories are and how many calories you should have in a day. In keeping a healthy diet, you want to stay away from empty calories. What are empty calories? Empty calories are calories from fats and sugars that have little to no nutritional value. And many junk foods are empty calories. So, when you are adding calories for your daily needs by eating junk food, you are not getting any nutritional value. Therefore, you will gain weight. Your body will convert empty calories to fat. What foods do you think have empty calories? Sometimes, you must make a difficult decision in choosing the healthy option. Most people would rather have a piece of cake over carrot sticks. But everyone wants to be healthy and feel good. Let's practice making some healthy choices. Which items do you think is the healthier option? Fried potato fries, unsweetened applesauce, granola bars. The unsweetened applesauce is the healthier option. Added sugar adds empty calories. Fried foods contain saturated fat. Most granola bars have added fats and sugars. Now let's revisit the doctor's office to see how James is doing with his health.
It's good to see you again, James. How have you been feeling?
Great! I feel much better and I can concentrate at school now.
Your tests show that your sugar and blood pressure levels have returned to normal. That's excellent. What have you been doing differently?
I've been riding my bike to school to get more exercise, and I eat oatmeal and fruit for breakfast instead of egg and sausage sandwiches.
That's great. Is there anything else you've changed?
Well, I pack sandwiches and healthy snacks for lunch instead of buying burgers, and I take the stairs to work instead of the elevator.
Great job, James. Your hard work is paying off. You've lowered your risk of developing many chronic diseases. Keep up the good work.
Common diseases among African Americans. There are some chronic diseases that affect African Americans more than other ethnic groups. Two of them are heart disease and diabetes. These diseases are hereditary, which means if one of your parents has the disease, you are more likely to develop it unless you change your behaviors. Heart disease. Heart disease describes a range of diseases and conditions people can develop that can affect the heart. Unfortunately, African Americans have a higher risk of developing heart disease for two reasons: obesity and high blood pressure. The most common form of heart disease in the United States is coronary artery disease. Your coronary arteries supply blood to your heart. Preventing heart disease. To help prevent heart disease, decrease the amount of saturated fat, cholesterol, and sodium in your diet. Foods high in saturated fat include butter, hot dogs, cookies, and fried foods. Foods high in cholesterol include egg yolks, shellfish, butter, lard, and animal fats. Many packaged foods are high in sodium. The Institute of Medicine recommends no more than 1,500 milligrams of sodium per day. That means only 2 servings of this food would be your entire allowance of sodium for the entire day. So be sure to check the nutrition facts labels. Replace high sodium foods with healthier fiber-rich options like beans, whole grain foods, fruits, and vegetables. All these foods can help you lower your cholesterol. Also to help prevent heart disease. Be physically active every day. Physical activity, such as running, playing sports, or riding a bike, can help you keep your heart strong by lowering your cholesterol and blood pressure. Kids and young adults should be physically active for at least 60 minutes every day. Adults should aim for 30 minutes every day. Diabetes. Diabetes is a chronic disease that is the 7th leading cause of death in the United States. Diabetes occurs when the body is unable to produce the correct amount of a hormone called insulin that carries sugar from the blood cells in the body. Diabetes often require insulin shots to maintain healthy insulin levels. If diabetes is not treated properly, the disease can lead to blindness, kidney failure, and amputations. There are 2 types of diabetes, type 1 and type 2. Type 1 diabetes is when the body produces too much of the hormone insulin. It usually develops during childhood, and the cause is not fully understood by researchers, scientists, and physicians. There is no way to prevent getting type 1 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes usually occurs in adults over the age of 40 who are overweight and not physically active. However, more African American adolescents are developing type 2 diabetes, perhaps due to obesity and lack of exercise. Preventing diabetes. Fortunately, you can take steps to reduce your chance of developing type 2 diabetes. Get enough physical activity. Being physically active for at least 60 minutes every day helps control your weight. Being overweight can put you at risk for developing the disease. Eat a healthy diet full of fruits, vegetables, and lean sources of protein. Be sure to reduce the amount of sugary drinks and food in your diet. Reducing the amount of sugar allowed in your body and eating healthy foods helps your body keep insulin levels in check. It will also help keep you at a healthy weight. Eating healthy and lowering the sugar in your diet will also help you maintain your energy throughout the day. Easy opportunities for physical activity. Physical activity is an important part of staying healthy. Watch this video to learn about some of the ways that 100 Black Men of America Incorporated can help you stay healthy through physical activity. 100 Black Men of America Incorporated is committed to your health and wellness. Here are some of the initiatives and programs held by the 100 chapters all over the country. Charlotte, North Carolina, free health screening events. Albany, Georgia, Mother's Day health event. Alton, Illinois, MLK basketball game. Knoxville, Tennessee, Health Expo. Your health is in your hands. Atlanta, Georgia, Fit for Life Family Fair, 100 Health Challenge. Stanford, Connecticut, Youth Tennis Program. Bay Area, California, Move for Health, Tommy Smith Youth Track and Field Program. There are lots of simple and fun ways to incorporate more physical activity into your life so that you can get the required 60 minutes a day of exercise. Walk or bike to school. If you drive or catch a ride to school, think about walking or biking instead. You might be able to get 60 minutes of physical activity just in your trip to and from school. To make your trip safer and more fun, ask friends that live near you to walk or bike with you. Try a free fitness DVD from the library. Are you interested in trying a new type of exercise, such as yoga or kickboxing, but don't want to pay money to go to classes? Try your local library. Most libraries offer a variety of fitness DVDs, which allows you to try different workouts for free. Renting DVDs can keep you from getting bored by doing the same workout over and over. Join a sports team or club at school. Most likely, your school offers a variety of team sports such as track and field, football, volleyball, tennis, soccer, basketball, and badminton. Being on a team can motivate you to train hard while still having fun. If you don't enjoy competition, see if your school offers a club for a particular sport that meets just for fun, such as a running club. Go shopping! Don't worry, this doesn't involve spending money. If you and your friends spend time hanging out at the mall, don't spend your time sitting at the food court. Get your friends to walk with you around the mall. You can still talk, but you'll be exercising at the same time. 60 minutes will probably go by before you know it. Just be sure to eat a healthy meal before you go, so the food court isn't so tempting. Break exercise sessions into chunks. If 60 minutes seems overwhelming, or if you're too busy to do that much activity in one session, break your workout into chunks. 4 15-minute sessions of exercise are just as effective as one long 60-minute session. Just make sure you get your heart rate up in each session. Exercise during commercial breaks. If you enjoy watching television, you can sneak some physical activity in during commercial breaks. Try running in place, jumping rope, doing jumping jacks, or doing squats and push-ups. Which of these easy ways to exercise could you easily add to your day? Walk or bike to school. Rent a fitness DVD from the library. Join a sports team. Break exercise into chunks. Exercise during commercial breaks. Walk around the mall. These are just some of the things you can add to your daily life to be more physically fit. There are lots of other ways to exercise too. Think about the things you like to do and be creative. Lots of activities can be turned into exercise with a few small changes. Actually, let's start now. You've been sitting in front of the computer for a little while completing this module. Before moving on to the next section, stand up and do as many jumping jacks as you can in 10 seconds. I'll count you down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Good job! How many jumping jacks did you complete? To be successful in your life, you must take care of your health by eating right and exercising. You don't want to work hard to get a good job and make good money only to spend that money on medications, doctor and hospital bills. So remember to set goals for yourself to improve those areas where you could be healthier. Health and Wellness SMART Goals. Health and Wellness SMART Goals. Let's look at some health and wellness goals that you might want to set for yourself. S. Specific. Make a goal that is specific. For example, the goal of being more physically active is not specific enough. A more specific goal would be, I want to exercise for 60 minutes each day. M. Measurable. You need a way to measure when you've reached your goal. The goal, I want to exercise for 60 minutes each day, is measurable because you can use a timer or watch to keep track of how long you exercise. A. Achievable. Think about whether you can achieve your goal. For example, the goal, I want to exercise for 60 minutes each day, might not be achievable if you have lots of after-school activities. I want to exercise for 60 minutes at least 5 days of the week, might be more of an achievable goal. R. Realistic. We often set unrealistic health goals for ourselves and then are upset when we don't achieve them. The goal of exercising for 60 minutes for at least 5 days of the week is much more realistic than saying you want to run in a marathon next month without any training. T. Time-bound. Set goals with realistic deadlines. The goal, I want to exercise for 60 minutes each day, at least 5 days a week starting today, is a time-bound goal. Keep track of when you start and when you want to finish. Work with your mentor to determine the health and wellness goals you want to set for yourself. What has your doctor recommended? Do you exercise enough? Do you eat a healthy diet? Conclusion. We are glad to have you as a part of the 100 Black Men of America Incorporated family. Use the information provided to you throughout your mentee training to help you become successful in your mentorship and within your community. If you have any questions upon completing this module, please follow up with your mentor before beginning the next module. Economic Empowerment.